Appreciate you coming on. Good to hear from you. Also, in two. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, Uncle Lou, how you doing?
Hey, doing good. How are you, sir?
Good, good. I was wondering if you were ever gonna do like another SEC head coaches ranking.
Yeah. I'll do one at some point during the off season. Yeah, I'll do it for all the
Yeah, because
conferences probably.
honestly, it would just be really interesting where with everything going on, where you would slide every coach.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
Kirby would be number
yeah,
one. Saban would be number two. Those two are obvious. After that, three. It gets a lot harder after that because take Brian Kelly for example. Well, I know he's only been at
yeah.
LSU for 1 year, but he's been in the Power Five for over a decade, averaging over 10 wins per season, and he managed to win a division in his first year ever in a conference. So I would probably put Brian Kelly at three right now. Um, I think Josh Heupel would have to have some consideration for top five. Um,
Yeah.
the newer coaches are harder to rank. Like Lane Kiffin, I'm not very high on Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin might have peaked in 2021 with a 10-win season that amounted to nothing.
Are you higher on Lane Kiffin than Beamer? Or
You know what? That's actually an interesting question because you got two similar programs there. In other words, two programs that don't have
yeah,
a ton of football history. They're not expected to win national titles every year. Southern Miss has had a better season than South Carolina more recently, although South Carolina did have a run 10 years ago where they won 11 games 3 years in a row, which is something Ole Miss has never done. So that's actually an interesting question. Who's better and what's a better job, Ole Miss or South Carolina, and who would you take? Like if they were stocks, if Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss was a stock and Shane Beamer in South Carolina was a stock, which stock would you buy and to hold for 5 years? That's a great question. Man, you know what? Lane Kiffin. I'm sorry, I can't. Oh, God, I almost said Shane Beamer. I almost said Shane Beamer. I can't go there. I can't go there.
yeah,
Shane Beamer, man. I don't know. I like Shane Beamer, but there's something about him. He might be a little too goofy. He might be. I
yeah.
can't take him seriously. That's the thing. Now I
Frank
know the
Beamer.
players like him and some the fans like him and stuff like that. But he's I don't know. He's a little goofy. He might be a little too goofy. He might not be serious enough to succeed. I would probably take Lane Kiffin, but man, that is a good question. That's a tough question, but that's a good one though. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're cutting out for me, but I appreciate you taking my call and everything.
Yeah, buddy. Appreciate you coming on. Good to hear from you. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Morning. How you doing, sir?